So
Yep, but speaking of things that aren't going to be easy, this matchup right here, because AnthonyIsntCool has definitely been a challenge for several players in the bracket, but Daveid, definitely one of the big names here at the tournament as well, with how they've been playing today, but we'll see how this plays out between these two.
I think David's going to be kind of in the same boat as he was last time. The triplats are going to be a little bit of an issue for him, but I think, again, he went neutral. He can exploit just that very vertical recovery. Talk about exploiting the recovery. Damn, that was the other way I would have expected it, but
yeah.
I think the triplats are going to make it a little bit tougher for David. I'd imagine if he loses this one, we're not going to see another triplat for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the up tilts and the up airs from Cloud, they just cover the entire platform.
Yeah,
not really safe for that.
Sort of sober. It just covers so much ground.
Yeah, that limit cross slash is definitely going to be an issue for David's recovery because it lasts long enough that you're able to call out a lot of the tether recoveries that he uses. Or you can just call him out with an F smash.
Damn.
This is definitely looking like it's a huge challenge for...
Well, keep in mind,
David.
This is like exactly what we saw David do against Ducks.
Yeah.
He
just goes down
hey, it's
there
worth it. Hey, whatever. Yeah, sure, I'll trade it with it. Like, I'll go deep with it, and even if I miss, you're gonna be in trouble. I'm gonna slow that recovery down. So really good awareness by AnthonyIsntCool. A 2-stock, JV 3-stock for against David. But as I was saying right before that big brain play, this is what we saw in game 1 when he was playing against Ducks too. They went to Battlefield. Ducks looked like he was just running the course on him. Looked like David had no idea how to do anything. They made a couple of switches. David flipped a switch, and it was off to the races from there for him. So, not saying it's going to happen this time, but don't be surprised if we see him go to a stage with a little bit more room to play with, a little bit more ways to get his spacing down, and less platforms for him to have to deal with some of those up tilts and deal with that big sword that can just cover a monumental amount of airspace, and it'll just be easier for him to get his footing and play a little bit better neutral. I harped on this last time David plays. You find yourself in disadvantage against David, you're not going to have a good time. But I don't know if we saw Anthony in disadvantage that entire match. So
yeah,
gotta give David the chance to put it out there.
I mean, the only time he was really in disadvantage, so to speak, was that final play there where he went down with the finishing touch to try and use that win box to shift David away from his thunder.
Right.
1, go!
So here we go, game 2. See if a little bit more space is what David needs in order to be able to deal with Cloud here. And definitely able to get some good combos off at the start at least.
Yeah, looking like it so far.
I mean, this is definitely going to be challenging either way because I know that the PK Bros have always complained about having to fight sword characters in the past, so Cloud is definitely going to fall under that category.
Man, is he gonna...
Oh, almost gets
I thought he was
down
going to take the first stock in freezing fashion again like he did last time we saw him.
Yep. And Anthony seems to be having a lot more trouble finding his way in now that the platforms aren't there. So, like you said, something just flips in David's mind and he just goes off.
Ooh, he got around quick and that grab. Oh! Good tech roll, good read, getting away from that. And then both of them trying to find their way in, both throwing out their projectiles, clashing with each other in the center stage. But man, with that high percentage, that PK fire set and flying. 168% on it.
Oh, manages to catch him getting a little bit too greedy off the stage there and gonna spike him against it for his trouble. So David gonna be able to take the first stock, but sitting at 112, has to be careful with what he does here. Not careful enough.
Nope. Oh, okay.
I swear, that's like one of the hardest skills to master in this game. Just control of that thunder, getting it to do what you
And
want.
I'm telling you, the hardest skill to master is just like knowing what to do when that Lucas is throwing out that thunder. It's terrifying. Like, I don't want to get hit by it, but I don't want to get hit by him after he gets hit by it. Where do I go?
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Anthony just trying to get this aggression going, keeping on top of Daveid, not really letting him get anything set up here. Looking for ledge trumps as well from that tether recovery, but still not going to be able to find it. And the thunder too far away to keep.
Oh, I thought the golf swing was going to hit him, but what did I just see? He just noped out of that stock. Yeah, I don't want it.
The right direction came out.
Yeah,
like he was holding right that entire time. I don't know what
he aired out the other way. That was wacky. There it is. Last stock.
Where's Copel's bag when you need it?
Yeah.
Sword actually has enough disjoint to keep Cloud safe from that PK fire. Impressive. We always just have to hold our breath when we see that PK freeze anywhere near a player.
Well, the thing is too, is Daveid is so good at knowing if it's going to hit, and if it doesn't, he cancels it in time to back off. It's not too punishable. He doesn't try and use it neutral. He only uses it when he knows it's safe. And on top of that, he uses it when he knows he's going to connect with it. Right as I say that, he pulls it out neutral and gets punished.
Almost managed to catch the back of his head there, though.
Coming down with the Zair. I expect to see PK fire there, but recovery and gonna exploit that one. Chase him with it now. But there's that down smash. Just lasts for freaking ever.
Yeah, and with Cloud's recovery, that is an absolutely free punish every single time.
If I'm Daveid, I'm just banning triplats for the rest of forever.
Yeah, understandable.
Always. I don't care who I'm playing, whatever. Clearly, he's played significantly better when he doesn't have 3 platforms above his head.
Yeah, he just needs a little bit of open air space to work with.
Yep.
Going into Game 3, it's going to be Anthony's pick here, having the fortune of winning the first game. That gives him the counter pick advantage going forward if this continues as a back and forth.
See where they go, because at the same time, I mean, if you're Daveid, you don't need to ban Battlefield. So you're probably banning Yoshi's. Probably banning Lilat. I don't like those either if you're Lucas too, especially just because the angles of the sometimes mess up the PK fire.
Yeah, I mean, with Lilat, the other challenge is how narrow those blast zones are relative to the stage. Because that's kind of like a double-edged sword for Lucas, because he does have the strong back throws and back air, but at the same time, it feels like Cloud capitalizes off of closer blast zones a little bit more than Lucas does.
Yep.
It's like, if he's sent out horizontally, he's going to be dead anyways, so he wants to make sure that if his opponent is sent out at that same distance, that his opponent is going to be dead too.
Did Beb just request environmental music again?
Is Beb going to be allowed anything again?
Looks like he got it. The bad TO gave in.
Oof.
It's like, all right, I'm not refunding your channel points more than once.
Of course, now that all the other viewers are aware of it, they could as well change the music if they wanted to.
It's true. And you can too, for the very, very low cost of 1,000 channel points.
And I see somebody has good taste in music. Using Crash Man.
KJez, gotta get on it. Just switching lobby music every three seconds.
That's going to be the rest of this tournament. Just constant switching of the music. Don't even get the matches anymore.
Right.
Okay, that's a reasonable way to do it. Just after every game, it gets to be changed once. Keeps it from becoming total mayhem. speaking of total mayhem, going into Game 3 here between David and AnthonyIsntCool. Losers quarters, so the loser of this gets sent out of the tournament and stuck at 5th place. Which fortunately for them will still be in the money-making area.
Money, 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 money!
There you go, Anthony going to be able to draw a little bit more blood here and keeping David at the ledge pretty efficiently here.
Get up, try to use that tether to make some space, and aggressive recovery with that forward air. It's just over ledge and is ready for that limit cross flash coming out. We've seen Anthony do that a few times, not only to him, but it doesn't matter. He don't need no cross flash. Just give him a down air, and that is going to plummet David. There goes his first stop.
Yeah, I mean, out of all the moves in Smash Bros that it's easy to time when the opponent is going to reach the stage, I feel like the PK Thunder recovery is the only move that's easier to predict than Firefox.
Yeah. Can see that. Easier to predict. Well, not easier to predict, but like easy to predict and also slightly exploitable. As you said, like pull out K rule. You know when he's gonna get there, but he's got a stupid little propeller that stops you from doing anything cool.
Yep.
So you just have to respect the flying alligator that shouldn't be flying.
Right now, it looks like David gonna be able to find that grab and just chuck him to the side of the stage there, take away that
long little tech chase before he was able to finally get that grab.
Yep. Anthony trying to get that upbeat to work, but it feels like David's just been having the right spacing to avoid getting hit by that a lot. Good patience with that shield as well.
Good discipline there. That shield was a polka dot. He was probably sweating.
Good call, just fading away, recognizing the threat that limit poses. And that's definitely one of the big things to know in this matchup. Just understanding the flow of this match with the limit when it's online versus when it's offline. Kind of like how our brackets are going to be soon.
Deep tries to get the PK player out there, almost getting him as he rolls through the recovery, but Anthony coming with a strong forward air to pop up David, able to get the sword out of him as he tries to get back safely to stage. He says, no, sir. And he is up on David right now, but absolutely in kill percent. David trying to finish this off as quickly as he can.
Yep. Able to get a good parry there to create an opening for that PK fire, send him off, and has stage control, but will it lead to a stock is a big question. No, it looks like Anthony's able to fight his way back into neutral here.
And already 50%, 57% equity he's getting here. And is that going to go cross? No, I was going to say that would be nuts.
He was moving though.
Yeah, he was.
So here we go. David's still looking to try and even up the percentage here. Nice quick combo with those down tilts. But unfortunately a little bit too aggressive at the edge of the stage there, so Anthony gonna be able to take back control here.
Oh.
Yeah, looking for that hard read, and there's the limit.
See ya.
It's always frustrating when you get caught bouncing off the stage and then you end up seeing the limit come online right as you get clipped by that last move, and it's like, well, I guess there goes my stock.
Yeah. I'm in danger.
Well, David's definitely in danger of getting knocked out of bracket because this is going to be one of his last chances to run alive here. He has to win both of the next two matches if he wants to stay alive. All Anthony has to do is just win one more to move on.
Yep. Loser of this one will go on. I'm sorry. Loser of this one is done. Loser of this one will go on to play the winner of Podgy versus Linus.
Yep. Linus definitely having a good bracket run so far, but I don't know if he'll be able to convince Podgy to do randoms.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I mean, between him and Goma, there's definitely a lot of history between those two, so I can understand how that managed to make its way to randoms. But Podgy, I don't think he'd bite.
I think Podgy already threw in chat. He said threw up the nah.
Good
Nah,
call,
thank
good
ya.
call.
Yeah.
Mega Man should be up higher on the list, Aegis. Or at least I thought. It's the gear symbol. It should
It's
be
a
a gear symbol.
symbol.
Yeah. Yep, right there.
That's a flower.
Crash Man, yep. There we go. It's some quality music
That's
instead of that
retarded.
environmental noise.
I like the environmental noise. It's relaxing. Thank you. Bab, I got your back. You can pick environmental noise whenever you'd like.
Kinda sus. Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yep, so here we go. David versus Anthony. Bout number 4. See who's going to be able to come out on top of this one. If Anthony's going to be moving on, or if David's going to be keeping the bracket run alive.
And did a good job. Good tech right there, getting the roll, getting the forward head. And oh, I thought that we might have saw a spike there, but au contraire, however that saying goes, au contraire.
Yeah.
It was in fact the PK Thunder connecting with Anthony.
And that's a good thing to happen for David, because now that puts into Anthony's mind, is he going to be going above the ledge or to the ledge? Because if he's going...
Oh!
Oh my goodness, this is rough smash.
Just straight out of shield, just threw out a prayer and it worked. Anthony sitting on that spawn platform, contemplating his life choices for a second before he comes down.
I mean, that's all you can do in that situation, let's be honest. There you go. We'll use Climb Hazard to get David off of him for a brief moment, but there's that field pressure again, not going to be able to find anything, and Anthony now in control of the stage here.
Do it for David's first stock. And full limit online, see how he does use it this time, and throws it out a little too early and just smacked away by PK Thunder.
Oh no!
See ya.
Holding out during that combo, unfortunately, is going to be enough to put him off of the stage there. So David managing to take a relatively early stock here and give himself a solid lead right now.
Yeah, David in the driver's seat. Good awareness by him coming down with that.
And now he's got Anthony at over 57%. Gonna have to be a little bit more careful here moving forward. Doesn't want to take too much. Yeah.
See ya.
Oh,
no, he had limit. He had limit.
Oh,
now
good.
see ya. Now see ya.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you have limit or not. It's this down smash. There's no getting around it. Look at that. Predator trying to look innocent. We know what vicious thought lies behind those eyes. The eyes of a murderer.
Yeah, just black, empty, whole eyes like your soul.
What if they actually were holes?
Good question. Got a lot of good questions, Scooter.
Hey, sometimes you gotta ask those questions that jog the mind and make people say, why would you even think of that? Keep people on their toes. Keep them guessing.
Here we go. Game number 5. David versus AnthonyIsntCool. Winner moves on. Loser goes home. Running it right back to Small Battle.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of how that last match went came down to David just over-capitalizing on that offstage game. Absolutely punishing Anthony at the ledges. So we'll see if Anthony's able to keep himself a little bit safer as he tries to make it back to the stage this time around.
I've said it a few times and I'll say it again. Just, there are few players who just have a stronger advantage than David.
Yeah. But at least right now, Anthony is making a good case for his onstage advantage state against David.
Yep.
Because as long as he can keep winning neutral and avoid getting offstage, he'll be fine.
You just don't go off stage. Oh. You went the wrong way.
Yeah, if he had went to the right instead of the left, he would have been able to make that back.
Yep. He just got eaten by the stage.
That's going to be huge for Anthony because that's a good lead to have right now.
Every little percent you put on him is just bonus at this point.
Yep. Right now, definitely doing a good job forcing Anthony to live at the ledge, but Anthony managing to get in with these snares, get a lot more damage on Anthony, so it'll be getting easier for him to keep him off stage, and getting aggressive, gonna be able to take off that first stock, only 58% on him.
Yeah, and that's what David needed to do. He needed to get a quick stock. He didn't need to tie it up. He didn't need to erase a stock for him, but he just needed to get it to a point where it was respectable still.
Yep. That Zera gonna be able to create an opening for him to get back down on the ground, and now able to punish his Climb Hazard, but a quick down air, sending him flying here.
You're right, that tether I feel like it's longer every time he uses it.
Puts the Belmont tether to shame.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I told you, dude, don't go off stage against this guy. Don't do it, it's terrifying. Just every time you grab ledge, just push a button and get back to safe ground.
He didn't even have a chance to get to the ledge because that trainer just picked him up, dragged him off the stage, and David's like, welcome to my world.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez. And that's the scary thing because, like, his capitalization off of these combos at the ledge have been impeccable because we saw that previous game where he was able to get that nair into the dunk off stage, and now he got the dare into just dragging him down into the abyss.
Yep. Now David feeling the confidence here, but oh, the shield, he holds it through, gets the down tilt, down smash, and is it gonna finish him off? No, he got limit still. Man, what luck he has that limit. I thought he wasn't making it back there, but David schmoving again.
The timing, waiting for that down smash to finish, but now it's just a matter of chucking the cloud off stage every time. There's no more need for combos. You can just try and win it at the ledge here. But for Anthony, he just needs a little bit more limit, but no, holding it, trying to run at him, getting caught in that back throw, and unfortunately holding towards the blast zone is gonna give the game over to David here.
What a way to finish that one off. What a good way to recover, too, from